Veda Parayanam, Mantra Dhyanam, Common Sense Thought, Shanti Guru Mantras, Sankalpa, Upanishad Mantra Ucharana, Upanishad Adhyana. Most divine sacred activities. Lord is giving us an opportunity every day to do to empower ourselves spiritually. May we consider to it, may we be blessed. By the Parabrahma Ishvara Jagannatha, Devata Gana, Guru Gana, Shastra Gana, and may those blessings be seen in terms of our Vyaktitva Vikas. Let the Vikasita Vyaktitva be seen in our outer performance of being a humble servant to the Lord in the form of universe all the time. So too, we are very clear about our inner achievement too. Let us do our Vedic mantras, in which we have seen how important it is to send back all the negativities, destructive thoughts that come to us from the world around. Whatever the Dushta Shatrus to our Sanatana Dharma and to us and to the nation and to the universe at large. Knowingly or unknowingly, whoever are doing wrong, they must be totally hit back by the same weapons or actions so that they are destroyed and the world is so beautifully going on. Let us chant those two suktams first, then today similar beautiful suktam we are going to learn. ॐ अथ सनातनधर्मस्य स्वीयसंरक्षणार्थं शत्रुनिर्मूलनार्थम् अथर्वणवेदान्तर्गत सूक्तानां श्रद्धाभक्तिपुरस्सरेण वयं सर्वे पारायणं करिष्यामहे। ॐ शेरभकशेरभ पुनर्वो यन्तु यातवः पुनर्हेतिः किमेदिनः यस्यस्ततमत्त यो वः प्राहैततमत्त स्वामांसान्यत्त शेवृधकशेवृध पुनर्वो यन्तु यातवः पुनर्हेतिः किमेदिनः यस्यस्ततमत्त यो वः प्राहैततमत्त स्वामांसान्यत्त म्रोकानुम्रोक पुनर्वो यन्तु यातवः पुनर्हेतिः किमेदिनः यस्यस्ततमत्त यो वः प्राहैततमत्त स्वामांसान्यत्त सर्पानुसर्प पुनर्वो यन्तु यातवः पुनर्हेतिः किमेदिनः यस्यस्ततमत्त यो वः प्राहैततमत्त स्वामांसान्यत्त जूर्नि पुनर्वो यन्तु यातवः पुनर्हेतिः किमेदिनीः यस्यस्ततमत्त यो वः प्राहैततमत्त स्वामांसान्यत्त उपब्धे पुनर्वो यन्तु यातवः पुनर्हेतिः किमेदिनीः यस्यस्ततमत्त यो वः प्राहैततमत्त स्वामांसान्यत्त अर्जुनि पुनर्वो यन्तु यातवः पुनर्हेतिः किमेदिनीः यस्यस्ततमत्त यो वः प्राहैततमत्त स्वामांसान्यत्त भरोजि पुनर्वो यन्तु यातवः पुनर्हेतिः किमेदिनीः यस्यस्ततमत्त यो वः प्राहैततमत्त स्वामांसान्यत्त। ॐ शन्नो देवी पृश्निपर्णी अशं निरृत्या अकः उग्राहि कण्वजम्भनीताम भक्षिसहस्वतीं सहमानेयं प्रथमा पृश्निपर्ण्यजायत तयाहं दुर्नाम्नां शिरोवृश्चामि शकुनेरिव अरायमसृक्पावानं यश्च स्पातिं जिहीर्षति गर्भादं कण्वं नाशय पृश्निपर्णिसहस्व च गिरिमेनाम् आवेशय खण्ड्वान् जीवितयोपनान् तान् स्वं देवि पृश्निपर्ण्यग्निरिवानुदहन्निः परा च एनान् प्रणुदखण्ड्वान् जीवितयोपनान् तमांसि यत्र गच्छन्ति तत् क्रव्यादो अजीगमम् ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Today we will be starting the Narayan. Om Namo Narayana. Om Namo Narayana. The third kandam, I think, of our this glorious Atharvana Veda. Mm. Yes, Dvitiya Kandam is over, Tritiya Kandam. First Anuvaka, any number of, how many number of suktas it has, we don't know. So this is Tritiya Anuvaka, I think like that, 7 or 8 Anuvakas are there. Tritiya Kandam, 6 or 7 Kandams are there. Every Kandam, some Anuvakas, every Anuvaka has such beautiful uh, Suktams, mantras are there. Jnana Bhaga Suktas are there. These are all called Havana Bhaga. Brahmana Bhaga, they are called where the yajnas are done, invoking the grace of various devatas for self-protection, self-sustenance, self-development, etc., which is so very essential. Being human, being intelligent, we have to always target that. Today, in this third kandam beginning, first Anuvaka, the first and two suktas. Today, first we learn, tomorrow, second one. Parasena Sammohana Sukta. Para is Shatru, Sena is Sainya. Sammohanam is totally deluding, destroying them, the Sukta. So, again, subjectively, at all our Upadhi levels, because of our own pampering, so many negativities are there. They are the Parasena. Outside, when we want to perform our duties, various causes do not allow us to do. They are all Parasena. Again, inside and outside, for the fulfillment, the path is spiritual. Whatever the negativities of that kala, whether you call them as tamoguna, rajaguna, or variety of beings, whoever are not allowing this spiritual pragati to happen to the individual and total, they are all parasena. In that way, the universe has to evolve for the higher spiritual status. Whichever is obstructing it, all of them are para shatru sena. And before all these mantras are chanted and grace is invoked, one common thing, though not said every day, should be kept is we have to be pure from our side. Our only two purities are we are not harming anyone and our goal is spirituality. These are the purities. How come our goal is spirituality as a purity? Because when the goal is not spiritual self, then by identity with the upadhis, we keep something or the other in the world as goal. That is enough to commit crimes. First crime is taking anything as goal. So we are the shatrus to ourselves and the world when Paramatma is not the goal. At the very highest level, final level, अब इसके बाद कुछ कहने का नहीं. We are our own Shatru because we are not having the ultimate reality as the goal, isn't it? A wise person catches it. So Para is a Shatru. So Parasainya, Shatru Sainya, Sammohana, Vinashana, Suktam. Atharvana Rishi is the one to whom it is revealed. Agni is the Devata, Marudgana are the Devatas, Indra is Devata, then Vayu Adi. All these Devatas who are so pervading all over the world and with so much of Shakti, our rishis have recognized, realized that they are all living conscious entities with infinite power given with to manage this world. And when we inform them, here are the mistakes happening, or here are the empowerments required, then they attend to that. Like a head of the state or nation, others report to him that these are the problems happening, so please take care. He takes care, isn't it? So too, we are all supplying or giving that information to the devatas. भाई यहाँ गड़बड़ हो रहा है, थोड़ा अपना शक्ति से सेट करो, like that. Now, first mantra is what? Agni, who knows all the upaya of how to become successful, may he go and attack my enemies. And the enemies who are attacking me, may this Agni go and burn them into ashes. May he delude them. May he, that Agni Sarvagnya, make the all upadhis of these Shatrus to be non-functional. All the Hastapada, the Vyapara, Shunya, they should become. Then only they are doing negative stops. Second, Marudganas are prayed. Oh Marudganas, be helpful to me in this my war of fighting with all inner and outer, spiritual and worldly negativities are Shatrus. You be with us, you also attack. And Shatrus who are bent upon doing Himsa to us, let them be taught a lesson fit. So to Vasudevatas, we are doing prarthanas. May they finish all my enemies. May this Vasu and the Agni, they be always alert in not allowing the Shatrus to grow. Then, O Indra, the enemies which are just have that grudges against us, who are having that vengeance on us for no reason, be helpful to me, like you have done the samhara of the Vrutra. In the same way, you taking the help of Agni, Vayu, etc., finish all these my Shatrus. Do this prarthana. Sanatana Dharma and Bharata Desha has so many Shatrus, growing only like the weeds. That is why at right time, Bhagavan one side making us study Brahma Vidya, making us also do the chanting of these mantras. It is Ishvara Leela. There is no ego involved in it. It's a pure heart of ourselves wanting to grow spiritually, pure heart of protecting the good, in which inevitability of eliminating the negative is there. We are not egoistic here. It's just Bhagavan is making us do. We are doing. You all also intensely, deeply, honestly pray. Shatru Nirvarana, Shatru Samharana. Definitely. Then, after Indra is being prayed, then we have again Indra only. You are the one with a beautiful chariot with horses, seated in that. Go in the path of the coming of the enemies, and you have your Vajrayuda. With that, while going, do the Chedanam of all the Shatrus. Then all the Shatrus who are coming from the front, who are coming from the back, who are coming from this side or that side, and Shatrus who are running away. Every one of them you do the Nasha, and their Chitta should become Avyavasthita. May they not have the clarity of vision and understanding of destroying us. May all their minds, intellects get totally disturbed and agitated and idealess, the thoughtless, so that they go away from this Shatru Marga, matlab the Marga of troubling us. May all of them also get the wisdom, spiritual, and walk in that path, and also the wisdom to serve the world, not destroy. So to Indra, this Virodhi Sena, delude them. Then with Agni and Vayu, with full Vega, run behind them, see to it that they run back in their negative thoughts. If not, do the dhamsanam of them. Finally, Indra, may he delude the Parasena. Maruganas, may he destroy the Parasena. Agni, take away all the abilities, energies, faculties, even limbs of all this Shatrusena. Then this Shatrusena get destroyed even without an iota also remaining. So these are the six mantras for the Shatrus Nashana, Shatru Sammohana. We have the authority of our Vedas for us to know. Don't say that there's nobody to Shatru to me. From our side we don't have naturally. But when others are there as Shatru, then we have to reciprocate, respond. Otherwise, the goodness will never win. Always bad will dominate. At one level, that is required only to be done. And those whose hearts are finally tuned to Parabrahma Tattva, leave all this and go and sit in a gufa and meditate and realize. Only those are the ones who are free from any of such activities, yajnas or prayers. That I have my goal, Aham Brahma. And that is only because of inner sadhana chatushtaya sampada, not to escape these worldly duties. That also will be checked by the Lord. That I took up the Brahma Vidya pursuit because of my Viveka Vairagya, the sadhana chatushtaya sampada, or as an escapist from my worldly, these powerful, important duties. Again, विवेक वैराग्य साधन चतुष्टय संपदा से मुझे ब्रह्म पाना है, तब I can leave everything and go. So, when you are doing Mamekam Sharanam Raja, then only you have the right to Sarvadharman Parityaj. If the Mamekam Sharanam Raja pursuit is not done, Sarvadharma pursuit has to be done. No Parityag. Either you have to involve in the worldly duties or in spiritual duties. Or in spiritual duties or the worldly duties. Without the duty, we have no right to live even a moment. Yaad rakh lena. May our intellects be mature to grasp and live this wisdom. Om atharvana vedantargata parasena sammohana suktam. ओम अग्निर्नः शत्रून् प्रत्येतु विद्वान् ओम अग्निर्नः शत्रून् प्रत्येतु विद्वान् प्रतिदहन्न विशस्ति सुरमरातिं प्रतिदहन्न विशस्ति मरातिं ससेनां मोहयतु परेषां ससेनां मोहयतु परेषां निर्हस्तांश्च कृणवज्जातवेदाः निर्हस्तांश्च कृणवज्जातवेदाः ओम अग्निर्नः शत्रून् प्रत्येतु विद्वान् प्रतिदहन्न विशस्तिमरातिं ससेनां मोहयतु परेषां निर्हस्तांश्च कृणवज्जातवेदाः अग्निर्नः शत्रून् प्रत्येतु विद्वान् प्रतिदहन्न विशस्तिमरातिं ससेनां मोहयतु परेषां निर्हस्तांश्च कृणवज्जातवेदाः. Second. यूयमुग्रामरुत ईदृशे यूयमुग्रामरुत ईदृशे स्थाभिप्रेत मृणत सहध्वं स्थाभिप्रेत मृणत सहध्वम् अमी मृणन् वसवो नाधिता इमे अमी मृणन् वसवो नाधिता इमे अग्निर्ह्येषां दूतः प्रत्येतु विद्वान् अग्निर्ह्येषां दूतः प्रत्येतु विद्वान् यूयमुग्रामरुत ईदृशे स्थाभिप्रेतं मृणत सहध्वम् अमीं मृणन् वसवो नाधिता इमे अग्निर्ह्येषां दूतः प्रत्येतु विद्वान् यूयमुग्रामरुत ईदृशे स्थाभिप्रेतं मृणत वहध्वम् अमीं मृजन् वसवो नाधिता इमे अग्निर्ह्येषां दूतः प्रत्येतु विद्वान्. Third, अमित्रसेनां मघवन्नस्मान् अमित्रसेनां मघवन्नस्मान् शत्रूयतीमभि युवं तामिन्द्रवृत्रहन् युवं तामिन्द्रवृत्रहन् अग्निश्च दहतं प्रति अमित्रसेनां मघवन्नस्मान् शत्रूयतीमभि युवं तामिन्द्रवृत्रहन्नग्निश्च दहतं प्रति अमित्रसेनां मघवन्नस्मान् शत्रूयते मभे युवं तामिन्द्रवृत्रहन्नग्निश्च दहतं प्रति फोर्थ प्रसूत इन्द्र प्रवता हरिभ्यां प्रसूत इन्द्र प्रवता हरिभ्यां प्रते वज्रः प्रमृणन्नेतु शत्रून् प्रते वज्रः प्रमृणन्नेतु शत्रून् जहि प्रतीचो अनूचः पराचो जहि प्रतीचो अनूचः पराचो विश्वक् सत्यं कृणु हि चित्तमेषां विश्वक् सत्यं कृणु हि चित्तमेषाम् ॐ प्रसूत इन्द्र प्रभता हरिभ्यां प्रते वज्रः प्रमृणन्नेतु शत्रून् जहि प्रतीचो अनूचः पराचो विश्वक् सत्यं कृणु हि चित्तमेषां प्रसूत इन्द्र प्रभता हरिभ्यां प्रते वज्रः प्रमृणन्नेतु शत्रून् जहि प्रतीचो अनूचः पराचो विश्वक् सत्यं कृणु हि चित्तमेषाम् फिफ्थ मंत्र इंद्रसेनां मोहयामित्राणाम् इंद्रसेनां मोहयामित्राणाम् अग्नेर्वातस्य ध्राज्यातान् अग्नेर्वातस्य ध्राज्यातान् विशोचो विनाशय विशोचो विनाशय इंद्रसेनां मोहयामित्राणाम् अग्नेर्वातस्य ध्राज्या तान् विशुचो विनाशय इन्द्रसेनां मोहयामित्राणाम् अग्नेर्वातस्य ध्राज्यातान् विशुचो विनाशय सिक्स्थ इन्द्रः सेनां मोहयतु इन्द्रः सेनां मोहयतु मरुतोऽग्नस्त्योजसा मरुतोऽग्नस्त्वोजसा मरुतोऽग्नन्त्वोजसा मरुतोऽग्नन्त्वोजसा चक्षुंष्यग्निरादत्तां चक्षुंष्यग्निरादत्तां पुनरेतु पराजिता पुनरेतु पराजिता इन्द्रः सेनां मोहयतु मरुतोऽग्नन्त्वोजसा चक्षुंष्यग्निरादत्तां पुनरेतु पराजिता इन्द्रः सेनां मोहयतु मरुतोऽग्नन्त्वोजसा चक्षुंष्यग्निरादत्तां पुनरेतु पराजिता ॐ शान्तिः 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 सिक्स टू टाइम्स विल चैंट दिस सिक्स मंत्र. If you have book, you are chanting with me. If you are not, with Shraddha, you are listening and giving a chance for yourself to for the sadhana of concentratingly listening. It's a sadhana. While doing so, meaning is already told. Nutshell में the Shatru Damana, Shatru Sudana, Shatru Nirmulana. The Shatrus are for the Sanatana Dharma, for the Bharatavarsa, for you and I individually, for the humanity at large, for all the living beings, for the entire universe. Whoever in whatever the way, knowingly or unknowingly, causing harm, they're all the Shatrus, Dushtas. Their Nirmolana, Sankalpa, you do while listening. ॐ अथ परसेना सम्मोहन सूक्तम् ॐ अग्निर्नः शत्रून् प्रत्येतु विद्वान् प्रतिदहन्न विशस्तिमरातिं ससेनां मोहयतु परेषां निर्हस्तांश्च कृणवज्जातवेदाः यूयमुग्रामरुत ईदृशे स्थाभिप्रेतं मृणत वहध्वम् अमी मृणन् वसवो नाधिता इमे अग्निर्हेषां दोतः प्रत्येतु विद्वान् अमित्रसेनां मघवन्नस्मान् शत्रूयतीमभि युवं तामिन्द्रवृत्रः वृत्रहन् अग्निश्च दहतं प्रति प्रसूत प्रसूत इन्द्र प्रभता हरिभ्यां प्रते वज्रः प्रमृणन्नेतु शत्रून् जहि प्रतीचो अनूचः पराचो विश्वक् सत्यं कृणु हि चित्तमेषाम् इन्द्रसेनां मोहयामित्राणाम् अग्नेर्वातस्य ध्राज्यातान् विशुचो विनाशय इन्द्रः सेनां मोहयतु मरुतोऽग्नन्त्वोजसा चक्षुंष्यग्निरा दत्तां पुनरेतु पराजिता Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Once more. Om Agnirnah Shatron Pratyetu Vidvan Pratidahana Vishasti Maratim Sasenam Mohayatu Paresham Nirhastan Chakrunavajjata Vedah Yuyamuggramaruta Idrushe Stabhipretam Mrunata Sahadvam Amimrudan Vasavona Dita Ime Agnir Dutah Pratyetu Vidvan अमित्रसेनां मघवन्नस्मान् शत्रूयतीमभि युवं तामिन्द्रवृत्रहन्नग्निश्च दहतं प्रते प्रसूत इन्द्रप्रभता हरिभ्यां प्रते वज्रः प्रमृणन्नेतु शत्रोन् जहि प्रतीचो अनूचः पराचो विश्वक् सत्यं कृणुहि चित्तमेषाम् इन्द्रसेनां मोहयामित्राणाम् अग्नेर्वातस्य ध्राज्यातान् विशूषो विनाशय इन्द्रः सेनां मोहयतु मरुतोऽग्नन्त्वोजसा चक्षुंष्यग्निरादत्तां पुनरेतु पराजिता ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. See, imagine if entire Hindu Samaj, all those who are positive right thinkers, imagine they all with yajnas, homa, havana, individually done or group, invoking this Devata Shakti. How much is the power of this Shakti, you see? The Indra Shakti, Vayu Shakti, Varuna Shakti, Agni Shakti. If really we invoke them with our all of us together doing yajna, with that infinite powers, imagine favoring us and helping us. Is not the entire Shatru Hamuha is destroyed? Our ancestors, rishis, have discovered that paddhati. I am seeing such infinite powers also, but they are doing such a big works. Can they also help me in destroying these enemies, the negativities? They tried and they said, yes, if you don't ask, we don't come. If you ask, we are there to help you. I am the Vayu. So much power I have. You know, this you see in a different way in Kena Upanishad. That when Agni and Vayu went to know who is that Yaksha, Yaksha keeps a grass blade in front and says, to the Agni, you burn it one after the other. To the Vayu, when Vayu says that I just lift anything that is, उखाड़ के या जला के दिखाओ, both of them fail. Means in apprehending the Brahma Vidya, Brahma Tattva, they cannot do it. But when they put in front of the Yaksha, when he asked, who are you? What is your Shakti? Then didn't they tell that? Sarvam adadiyam yadidam pruthivyamiti, sarvam daheyam yadidam pruthivyam. अरे पृथ्वी में जो भी है सबको हम जलाएंगे, अग्नि ने कहा. अग्निर्वा हमस्मीति जातवेदा वा हमस्मीति तस्मिन् त्वयि किं वीर्यमिति. In such you, what is that Shakti? Everything I can burn. So too, Vayurva Hamasmiti. I am the Vayu. Adadami Sarvam. I can lift everything. They have infinite power. Our rishis recognized it. And they just sat and prayed to that unknown infinite power only. That power responded. That response is called as Vedas, in which all the yajnas, upasanas are there, through which these infinite powers are invoked for the destruction of the negative, for the protection of the positive. Simple it is for us to understand. It is wonderful. It's natural. Is not the science today invoking the world's or the Prakriti's powers only for its own bhoga? Our rishis used to do it for their yoga. We are doing that only, of course, through the outer means of yantra. Our being people rishis have done with the inner means of mantra. Through mantra shakti, we are invoking Daiviya Shakti. We want to use it for positive. We want to use it for destruction of negative. These the world scientists do with the yantra shakti. But you can see in front of us the power of all these things. Nowadays, the Vayu Shakti. In Indian country only, how many lakhs, if not millions, maybe at least lakhs of the windmills are kept for invoking the windmill electricity. Is it not the Vayu Shakti? And how many hydroelectricity projects are there? Is it not the Jala Shakti? You see that? These are all devatas for us. Through mantra we invoke them. This is this. Okay, thank you. Now in our second Narayana activity, the mantra dhyanam. Today we will do the Amruteshwari Mata Gayatri mantra. Amruta Ishwari, Amruteshwari. And the one who gives the food Amruta, the one who gives us the Manashanti Sukha Amruta, finally the one who gives us final ultimate Amruta immortality of Brahmanubhuti. She is again the same Adipara Shakti Mata from about whom we were talking just now. Okay. Om Sauhu Tripura Devyai cha Vidmahe. Okay. Shakti Swarupinye cha Dhimahi. Tanno Amruteshwari Prachodayat. Tripura Devi Shakti Swarupini Amruta Ishwari. Tripura Devi Shakti Ishwari. Ana? Shakti Swarupini Amruta Ishwari. Let us see if we can remember. And our daily words, Vidmahe, consciously we are aware that this Devata is none other than Brahman, none other than the Sarva Shaktimati. All Shaktis are hers. She is ready to bless when we pray. That clear, faithful, and full of faith thought is called Vidmahi. Dhimahi is with again equal Shraddha, doing Upasana and doing Dhyana. Prachodayat is with full Shraddha that the mother will fulfill our wish. We are wishing, we are willing from her to bless us with prachodana. We are once conscious beings. Continuous evolution to realize oneness with consciousness has to be done. In that, the divine Shakti should do prachodanam for us and also eliminate all the dushta Shaktis. Okay. Tripura Devyai Amruta Swarupi. Tripura Devyai Shakti Swarupinyai Amruteshwariyai. Okay, start. Om Tripura Devyai cha Vidmahe Shakti Swarupinyai cha Dhimahi Tanno Amruteshwari Prachodayat. Om Tripura Devyai cha Vidmahe Shakti Swarupinyai cha Dhimahi Tanno Amruteshwari Prachodayat. Om Tripura Devyai cha Vidmahe Shakti Swarupinyai cha Dhimahi तन्नो अमृतेश्वरी प्रचोदयात् ओम त्रिपुरा देव्यै च विद्महे शक्तिस्वरूपिण्यै च धीमहि तन्नो अमृतेश्वरी प्रचोदयात् ओम त्रिपुरा देव्यै च विद्महे शक्तिस्वरूपिण्यै च धीमहि तन्नो अमृतेश्वरी प्रचोदयात् ओम त्रिपुरा देव्यै च विद्महे शक्तिस्वरूपिण्यै च धीमहि तन्नो अमृतेश्वरी प्रचोदयात् ओम त्रिपुरा देव्यै च विद्महे शक्तिस्वरूपिण्यै च धीमहि तन्नो अमृतेश्वरी प्रचोदयात् ओम त्रिपुरा देव्यै विद्महे शक्तिस्वरूपिण्यै च धीमहि तन्नो अमृतेश्वरी प्रचोदयात् ओम त्रिपुरा देव्यै च विद्महे शक्तिस्वरूपिण्यै च धीमहि तन्नो अमृतेश्वरी प्रचोदयात् ओम त्रिपुरा देव्यै च विद्महे शक्तिस्वरूपिण्यै च धीमहि तन्नो अमृतेश्वरी प्रचोदयात् ओम त्रिपुरा देव्यै च विद्महे शक्तिस्वरूपिण्यै च धीमहि तन्नो अमृतेश्वरी प्रचोदयात् ओम त्रिपुरा देव्यै च विद्महे शक्तिस्वरूपिण्यै च धीमहि तन्नो अमृतेश्वरी प्रचोदयात् ओम त्रिपुरा देव्यै च विद्महे शक्तिस्वरूपिण्यै च धीमहि तन्नो अमृतेश्वरी प्रचोदयात् ओम त्रिपुरा देव्यै च विद्महे शक्तिस्वरूपिण्यै च धीमहि तन्नो अमृतेश्वरी प्रचोदयात् ओम त्रिपुरा देव्यै च विद्महे शक्तिस्वरूपिण्यै च धीमहि तन्नो अमृतेश्वरी प्रचोदयात् Okay, two things are done: Veda mantrocharana, dhyana purvaka amruteshwari mantra japa. Om Aim Hrim Shrim Klim Sau Shri Amruteshwari Adiparashakti Jaganmatre Namaha ध्यायामि आवाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि समस्त शक्त्योपचार भक्त्योपचार राजोपचार देवोपचारान् समर्पयामि छत्र चामरादीन् समर्पयामि मंत्र जप पूजादिना तोषयामि प्रार्थयामि तव चरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये ओम श्री अमृतेश्वरी मात्रे नमः सनातन धर्मस्य संरक्षणम् अभिवृद्धिं विश्वव्याप्तिं कुरु सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रून् समूलरूपेण निर्मूलय अस्मानपि शत्रून् निर्मूलय साधना मार्गे अस्मान् सर्वान् आत्मज्ञानानुभवं प्रति अनुक्षणं प्रचोदनं कुरु कुरु स्वाहा. Friends, you and I at our this beginning level, initial level, infant level, are knowing that such things are existing, called as spirituality, called as invocations and all. Then, as we truly from within, through our own viveka grow, we understand the importance of these things. We are only listening now. We will understand the importance of them, need of them, necessity of them, compulsion of them. Then, in that properly, fully grown intellect maturity, that we take up these sadhanas seriously, sincerely, single pointedly, dedicatedly, and more importantly, exclusively. Exclusiveness is the one which we are missing. It will come. It's a beginning. Definitely we are childlike. Maybe दो तीन लाइफ पहले ही हमने spirituality start किया होगा. Before that, don't know how many thousands of lives. We are living the life of upadhis as a jiva in any of the yoni. The proof of that is how our mind is behaving now. 24 hours. Where is the seeker in us? Seek the seeker is never traced only. Ever available is samsari in us. That's the proof. Adding to all those lives, even in this life too, other than this 1 2 hours of class, what are we doing other than being a samsari? Prarabdha anyway pushing us towards that. But we are adding, joding our purushartha also to be more a samsari. Why? This maturity has not come, which we are trying to through the study of the Shastras. Think about it. So, with that anticipation, that as the time passes in our spending in these activities, then we mature, we understand what is required in life, and we only do that. That state will come, you and I. And all the other things other worldly people are doing, non spiritual things, many of them we have done when we are grown out of them. Many of them we should realize that they are not required. मैंने जो कर सकते हैं सब कुछ करना है ऐसा नहीं होता. जो पा सकते हैं सब कुछ पाना ही नहीं हो सकता. जो करना है जो पाना है वही करना है. एंड ओनली वन थिंग टू बी पाना है परमात्मा. तो ओनली वन थिंग टू बी करना है साधना. That clarity has not yet come in us. Our buddhi and chittas are not straight in their unbiased contemplation. They are crooked. By default, we have come with that. We have to realize it. Same thing is our today's common sense thought also. Half of it already said. He take our own personality traits into account, into our own awareness, and then see, you know, instead of helping us for the highest achievements, how they themselves are becoming such a terrible load to us, liabilities to us, our own equipments, isn't it? Like in that computer things, etc., the four stages are there. One, that file is not at all working. Two, it's working but corrupt. Three, non corrupt working well. Four, working well without being corrupt continuously. वही है ना? It is a file we talked about. Whatever it is, the software जो आप कहते हो, I am not into that at all. मेरे को ये सब टेक्निकल चीजें कोई समझ में नहीं आती. But an example. So the non-functional for file or software, functional but with so much of malware in it. Malware is that corruption. Something file is corrupt. Some virus has entered. Functional, that the virus is eliminated through whatever the antivirus thing, softwares again. Then beauty thing is what? That file or the software working fully, perfectly well, continuously. In the same way are our equipments. Each of them so full of precision, full of capacity they are. Wonders, wonders, wonders these equipments can do ours. We have to take them into our confidence and discuss for ourselves with ourselves. What's the position of them? Non-functional, corruptly functioning, functioning correctly and continuously. Non-functional, correct functional, correctly, continuously functional. एक एक चीज ले लो, इधर से उधर या उधर से इधर. इधर से उधर means the sharira itself. Is it functioning or not? Not functioning means absolutely useless. Functioning but corrupt. Corrupted sharira. In the sense, जो करना है नहीं कर रहा है वो, हमेशा वही कर रहा है जो नहीं कर. So that rectification is called as adhyatmikata. Pramanas are the shastras as to what the sharira has to be used for, why it is given. Know from them and correct the corruption, remove the corruption and make it correct. Consistently do it with the sharira. So to our indriyas. In the right way, they don't function, and in the wrong things, aggressively they function. We have lost sight of Bhadram Karnebihi Shunyama, Bhadram Pashyema Akshavihi, Stiraihi Angaihi Tushtuvam Satanomi Veshema Devaitam. No listening Bhadram with the ears, no seeing Bhadram with the eyes, not maintaining the sthirata of the angas, never having the idea that with all the faculties intact, Vyashema Devahitam Yadayuhu. As much as the lifespan I am given, every moment of it I'll spend only for Devahitam. Devahita means for me to realize that Deva, after that serving others to realize the Deva. This is the purpose. But our senses are corrupt. They do every nonsense. And we have to, from that corrupt stage to the correct stage, we have to think about it. है ना, वाणी क्या गुनगुना रहा है? The Upanishad mantras, the Bhagavan Nama or something. Something means corrupt. Why? Because that's not the purpose for which the Vani is given. But you know it is possible, but I can do. That is the intellection. Just because you can do, just because it's possible, it should not be done. What is required, that alone is to be done. Itna to common sense. It is possible to eat poison. You can eat poison. Will you do so? It is possible to jump from a cliff of mountain into a valley, and you can jump. Do that, then the other problems will not be there. No other further questions. Isn't it? How many things as a human being, million things we can do, but should we do all that? Yeah? You can do million and should not be done things. पड़ोसी का कार का पंक्चर कर दो जाके, उसके पेड़ तोड़ दो जाके, उसके कुत्ते को गला बेल्ट निकाल दो, it will go away. How many things you can do? You can thoko with your car somebody else. You can, like in the free countries like America and all, free license for the pistols. You also get some दो चार बंदूक and जो भी दिख रहा है उड़ा दो. You can do it, isn't it? But should it be done? I say, how many million things are there which a human can do, but should not? That is the discussion. Therefore, saying that, no, no, but I can do, I want to do, I like to do, but you should not. I'm talking about indriyas, corrupt indriyas. So to the corrupt mind. Think about it. How much corrupt is our mind? What emotions should be there, what should not be there? Corrupt file is that which doesn't listen to our commands and gives only wrong informations. Bhayankara. You know, in the aviation industry and all, if the files are corrupt and the navigation is wrongly shown, then they go into those zones where they are not available even for radars later on. इतना केयरफुल होना पड़ता है तो पूरा हवाई जहाज 150 लोग तो मर ही जाएंगे. That itself is the painful most loss. Along with that, the whole aircraft of some 150, 200 crores is destroyed. One corrupt file, wrong guidance, direction given. Now, our mind, every moment, because of its corruption, virus, guiding us only in wrong direction. And हादसा हो ही जा रहा है हर पल. Accidents only. Mental accidents of disappointments, rejections, despondencies, frustrations, miseries. What are all of them? सब accidents ही हैं. है ना? Neither we are happy with ourselves nor with anybody. This is the result of corrupt intellect, corrupt mind. Because we don't know which emotions have to be used when, which have to be avoided, and which are totally have to be avoided. पता ही नहीं, दिमाग करप्ट है हमारा, दिल करप्ट है दिमाग में अभी, मन. So from non-functional, from corruption to the functional and correctly functional and continuously functional, we have to make it a habit. Obviously, depending on the Shakti. You know, like car, continuously you drive it, but it has its own Shakti. कि कुछ 500 किलोमीटर के बाद सारा गर्म होता है, उसको 2-3 घंटे आराम देना पड़ता है. So too, it has the capacity of 10 lakhs kilometers to travel. उसके बाद उसको फेंक दो, नया लेना ही पड़ता है. They have their own limitations. So too, our indriyas, mana have their limitations. Infinitely, you cannot use them. But whatever the level they are permitted to use, keep using them correctly, not corruptly. मन का करप्शन का थोड़ा होम करो, आज होमवर्क करो. How my mind is polluted, corrupted, infected. Words कुछ भी आप यूज करो. That we cannot tolerate our own family members. अरे what a corruption रे प्यारा ये. We don't have that maturity to forgive, to err is human. धनाधन क्षमा कर, आगे बढ़ बस. You have done 90 mistakes, 10 good things. All 90 I'm not minding, just reminding you, but forgetting your 10 good things I appreciated. I'm appreciating. Keep increasing your quantity of doing good, the bad already will go away. This is how we have to encourage the youngsters. बेटा तुमने ये गलत किया, but I am forgiving you. ये बात अच्छा किया, I am appreciating you. Keep on doing good things. That there is no time given for doing bad. Like that. Mano corruption. You know, instead of loving the children, youngsters, we hate them. That's corruption. Instead of respecting the politicians, that they sacrifice all their comforts, the family members, and in that heat and rain, going to different places, monitoring and wanting to do something to the country, चाहे वो काउंसिलर हो या प्राइम मिनिस्टर हो, not an ordinary job. है ना? Not like us, ki we do our business, our money, and we eat and sleep. We are very selfish fellows. They are great. So instead of appreciating them, always talking negative about it. No, to be a politician is a great sacrifice. But within him, again, some impurities, immaturities are there because of him and our prarabdha samashti. But that has to be treated anyway. Politician has to really mind the society in which he is elected, selected, he should use all the resources for that. वो तो है ही, उसके लिए तो हम डांटेंगे. But if somebody is taking initiative to enter into this zone of purely service, it's great. We have to appreciate, but we don't appreciate. Within them again, power mongering. A good party with wonderful visions. Why doesn't it come into power in Indian parlance? Because internal politics. Everybody is arrogant, everybody is egoistic, everybody wants power. They are jealous, they don't want to allow the youngsters to grow. They don't give them opportunity. If they are given opportunity, they excel. Then our opportunity goes away. हर जगह ये तो जनरल बीमारी तो फैली हुई है इंडिया में. Because of which only, in spite of all resources, we are not growing. Huh? Big companies, if they come together, can't they eliminate all the scarcities of the nation? But no, they want to compete with each other. They want to sustain themselves. ये गधा भैंस वाला ego and selfishness, as long as they are there, every divine resource is also not fully used or misused. I'm just talking about the corruption. So the mind's corruption in so many ways. Finally, the intellectual corruption. Corrupt intellect is that which is gathering that information which is not required, which is the instigator of kamana, bhoga, all this. That's not the right way of using intellect. That is the intellect's utilization of gaining knowledge in which the faculties get quietened and transcendentally seen. Tadjnanam prashamakaram yadindriyanam तज्ञेयं यदुपनिषत्सु निश्चितार्थं ते धन्याः भुवि परमार्थ निश्चितेहाः शेषास्तु भ्रमनिलये परिभ्रमन्ति. We studied Dhanyastakam. So exhausted. So non-functional, corrupt, corrective and continuously correct. बुद्धि को थोड़ा ध्यान देना. सड़ा हुआ है क्या, दिन भर सोचते रहते हो. एक ही चीजें दो बनते हैं, मन और बुद्धि. When it is emotional, mana. When it is thinking, buddhi. But both are corrupt only, worried only about the world. Isn't it? Only for the positions of the world. Not for spirituality at all. How many times did we think in last 1 week how best I can do my sadhana? How to improve my sadhana? How to regularize it? सोच ही नहीं रहे. सोचे तो शुरू होता है वो. After getting the chance to listen to Upanishads and such Shastras, I tell you, warn you, all gurus and God withdraw from our life. They leave it to us now. We have equipped you with the best of knowledge. वो use करके तुम उभर के आके you become a leader to guide others. Don't go on crying with a frustrated, frowning face. उम्र का भी ख्याल नहीं रखते हुए कि that I am stupid, I am non-intelligent, I don't know anything. ये गधा भैंस बात छोड़ो, लिख लो क्या क्या जानना चाहिए, क्या करना है. That is another very soft, arrogant ego, which says, I know nothing, I can't do anything. This is the mind which is cheating us. Why don't you know? And this you are telling from last 70 years. Arre, think about it. Like it is some places, their brand. We can't chant Sanskrit. They say from 50 years. अरे उस 50 years से करते जाते, you would have become Sanskrit Pandit. Finally, the corrupt individuality. The individuality is corrupted when it has anything other than Paramatma's goal. You and I have to become stronger in that. Most important one. With all the study of Shastras, still if the world is a goal for us, it is like with all the powers given by the Praja, the politician is cheating the same Praja who have elected him, who have selected him, who has given Bangla, Gadi, and anytime, anywhere he can go by flights. And so much of comforts, luxuries, respects are given to any politician. मुंह में तो एमएलए बन गया, उसका लेवल ही बढ़ जाता. भगवान मानते अपने आप को और सब नमस्कार. The praja has given that, and same praja are cheated by them. It will be like that if you and I, with our study of Shastras, still not convinced that Paramatma is our God. That's a ego corruption. So, non functional, corruptly functional, correctly functional, and continuously correctly functional. Continuation is also another thing. बस ये सब मैच्योरिटी की बातें हैं, करने की बात है, आदत की बात है. जिंदगी ऐसे ही जीना. दिस कॉल्ड एज सुहाना सफर. A beautiful, joyful ride in life. This is a ride. We have come for a ride. This life. जैसे अब कार में राइड के लिए जाता हूँ. Going for ride is different. Then which place you have selected, how enjoyed you have is different, isn't it? You should have the wisdom. Which season, where to go for ride, which time to go also. So to the life is a ride. We have come here. We are riding now. One day the ride will end. So where are we? Riding, traveling. That knowledge, that maturity. Every moment. Imagine first of all that status key. I know every moment what to do, what to achieve. Now also we think so, but unauthentic, unintelligent, misguided. We're talking about authentic intelligence, well guided by our rishis and gurus and shastras. Picturize that state of life that I know, pakka with the authority of shastras, and an iota also mistake is not there in my understanding, and that understanding maturity I'm living every moment. Yeah, wonderful life रहेगा. Aim at that. So today's thought is non-functional, corruptly functional, correct functioning, and continuously correct functioning of our Dendra Prana Mano Buddhi, and along with it, if you are a part of a group may be a family or a company, same principles apply. Let the family be not corrupt. Let the company be not corrupt. Isn't it? In the company, the individuals be not corrupt. Everybody, if that company have their own selfishness, then the company cannot serve the purpose for which it is created. First of all, why the company is created, wo janna chahiye. In today's world of Kali Yuga, 60 to 70% of things are not required only. They are just commercial. They can be removed at all. Removed and the world can be made peaceful. तो चलो आप जहाँ जिस संस्था में हो आप तो करप्ट मत हो ना बस. ओम 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 सहना भवतु. नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं निधये सर्वविद्यानां श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम्. ओम भवता जनता सुहिता भविता ब्रह्मानंदम परम सुखदम परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे नमः. तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्वाध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थं धर्म संस्थापकानां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि मंदिरादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुविघ्न शाश्वत समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हैंदव संस्कृतेः धर्म मोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां सुसंप्रतिष्ठा अवाप्त्यर्थम अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रतिभक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थं कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः अद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. ओम नित्यानंदम निराधारम. पारायणं तृतीयोऽध्यायः. 19-21. ओम अपाणिपादो जवनो गृहीता पश्यत्य चक्षुः सशृणोत्य कर्णः सवेति वेद्यं न च तस्यास्ति वेत्ता तमाहुरग्र्यं पुरुषं महान्तम् अणोरणीयान् महतो महीयान् आत्मा गुहायां निहितोऽस्य जन्तोः तमक्रतुं पश्यति वीतशोकः धातुः प्रसादान् महिमानमीशम् वेदाहमेतमजरं पुराणं सर्वात्मानं सर्वगतं विभुत्वात् जन्मनिरोधं प्रवदन्ति यस्य ब्रह्मवादिनो हि प्रवदन्ति नित्यम् इति तृतीयोऽध्यायः. Third chapter, chanting is over. Tomorrow we'll start fourth. Now the 21st mantra. ॐ तपः प्रभावात् देवप्रसादात् च ब्रह्मः श्वेताश्वतरोऽथ विद्वान् अत्याश्रमिभ्यः परमं पवित्रं प्रोवाच सम्यक् ऋषिसङ्घजुष्टम्. अगेन, तपः प्रभावात् देवप्रसादात् च ब्रह्मः श्वेताश्वतरोऽथ विद्वान् अत्याश्रमिभ्यः परमं पवित्रं प्रोवाच सम्यक ऋषि संगजुष्ट. First line, second line we have seen thoroughly. Tapa prabhavat deva prasadat brahma shvetashvatara atha vidva. Now he taught this to Atyashrami. This topic is related to us. Thus, when we become Atyashrami and then go to the Guru, or go to the Guru and become Atyashrami, or be an Atyashrami and pray to the Lord, He will send the Guru. Or be an Atyashrami, stay where you are, searching you, the Guru will come. And in all four cases, Guru comes to give you the Paramam Pavitram, moksha giving Parabrahma Vidya. So, what is the crux of the whole thing? From our side, we have to be in Atyashrami. Isn't it? I have understood mechanical engineering. With this, go to any mechanical company, ask them to give a job, they give you. Or go there and spend 6 months and learn all the mechanical techniques, get the job. Or be a mechanical engineer and send your profile, whatever you say, the people will select you. But you have to be that engineer. You have to be that professional. Examples million. Here also, be an Atyashrami. Guru will come to you or you go to Guru. Samjog ho jayega. Then the exchange of knowledge will happen. If the Atyashramitva is not there, you go to Guru, it is your waste of time, Guru's time waste. Guru comes to you, he will not come first of all. Even if he comes and with his kindness and compassion online, without expecting anything from you, he gives you all pravachan. It will never affect you. It won't use, it will be useful, useless only. Kahe ko? Atyashrami nahi bana. So therefore, being an Atyashrami is a necessary condition for perfectly making use of this Brahma Vidya given by the Guru to gain it and also realize it. Feel the meaning of it, have the feeling of it, sense the feeling. Ki an Atyashrami is the highly deserving candidate to be taught Brahma Vidya by the Guru. Now ask the question, who is an Atyashrami? Three things are said. First, sadhana chatushte sampada. Two, because of its mahima, they have the sustenance and they have the bhoga. For that, he has zero value. Three, therefore, he is always in pursuit of Brahma Vidya. Three words are told for the Atyashrami. We have seen it now. Ki sadhana chatushte sampanti mahimna sveshu dehadishu api jivana bhoga adishu anavasthat Atayeva Vairagya Pushkalavadhya. They are Atyashrami. So, who is an Atyashrami? Let me put it this way, once for all to be very clear. A sannyasi is an Atyashrami. Who is a sannyasi? The one who is a Vairagi for Iha Para. Why is a Vairagi? Because he is not interested in the Deha Adi Jivana as well as Bhoga. Hare, how did he reach to that level of intellectual conviction and understanding? Because he is a master of Viveka Vairagya, Samadhi, Shatka Sampada and Mumuksha. तो समाधि साधन चतुष्टय संपदा के कारण देह के ऊपर हर तरह का अटैचमेंट छोड़कर जो वैरागी बना, ऐसे सन्यासी को अत्याश्रमी कहते है ना. ये वर्ड सुनते हम डर लेते हैं, अब डर गए, अब शुरू में ही उसको रिजेक्ट कर दी. When these divine noble suggestions, thoughts, blessings are nipped at the bud level, which guru can do what? Yes, in this life right now you may be involved in bhoga so much, a brashta jivi, with all the arrogant stupidity of your own choice. Okay, but why do you want to continue? When you listen to the Rishik Prokta Upanishads, where it is said the Brahma Vidya is Hetu for the moksha, and Brahma Vidya comes to the qualified one who is Atyashrami. When it is said, when you are listening with your ears, इतना दिमाग तो लगा सकते हैं कि यार आज नहीं तो कल मुझे ये अत्याश्रमित्व मिलना चाहिए. If this minimum also we can't do, that much corrupt, that you have to question yours. I have to question myself. If you don't have even the willingness to listen, willingness to understand, willingness to accept, willingness to will that I must become an Atyashrami, a qualified person for Brahma Vidya, है ना? नहीं है तो कैसा? मैं तो कहता हूँ भाई किस जन्म में क्या संकल्प किया, क्यों गुरु, कौन से गुरु ने अनुग्रह की कि सन्यासित्व ले लो. And it is so beautiful, so wonderful, always reminded by these clothes, reminding ourselves of our goal and pursuing it. It's a highly blessedness, highly joyful thing. And we're not troubling the world. We are loving the world more than you. We serve the world only, highest way, as a sannyasi. A sannyasi is the noblest gift to a society. I know. Because he's selflessly in his own spiritual pursuit, serving the world, depending on his capacity, grossly seeable, subtly non-seeable. कितने साधु संत है ये जो लाइमलाइट में नहीं आते हुए विश्व और देश और धर्म के रक्षा के लिए निरंतर अपना उपासना कर रहे, जप कर. ग्रेटेस्ट लाइफ इज ऑफ सन्यास. नहीं तो क्या है, घर में पकड़ के रख के जिंदगी भर रोते रहते हो, सेम नॉनसेंस. ओके, दैट्स अलाउड फॉर वन टाइम अप टू वन एज. आफ्टर दैट enjoy this freedom. Atyashramitva is the most sacred, divine, beautiful, no doubt at all. Of course, followed with all its rules, regulations. Seek it. This much of elaboration is only to say that even if today I am a worst grahastha ashrami, even at the age of 200 years, at least have a sankalpa, at least have a desire, at least have a prayer. भगवान मुक्ति देने वाला ब्रह्मानुभव को पाने के लिए लायकपन रूपी अत्याश्रमित्व मुझे दो. He will give. In Krita Yuga, one or two bhogi, everybody are atyashrami and realizing self. In Kali Yuga, one or two the yogi, sannyasi, atyashrami, बाकी सारे भोगी, worldly में. Even at the old age, atyashrami is after your grahastha and vanaprastha, age of 60, 65. 70 लगाओ, 65 से ठीक है, पर 70 के बाद दिमाग पता नहीं करता है कि नहीं काम, करप्ट, आई डोंट नो. I imagine up to 65, 68, सब intact रहता. It is all subjective, so just to give an idea. So Atyashrami is he who is sadhana chatushtaya sampanna because of its mahima, sveshu dehadishu api, the one who has no jivana, bhoga, uh, anastabhyaha, जीवन भोगादिशु अनास्थावद्भ्यः. उनको उसमें आस्था इंटरेस्ट है ही नहीं, बस डिसइंटरेस्टेड. यह पर यह स्वर्ग भोगेषु इच्छा राहित्यम, as we listen about vairagya in Tattva. Now, this thing which we discuss now, substantiated by Shankara Bhagavan with one, two, yes, quotations from Puranas. That without being a vairagi, without being an atyashrami, our efforts of spiritual progress remain only as efforts. That is how it is, like that. And nothing to be confused about when we say these things. You want 10 lakhs per month, but water की तरह उसको spend करते हो, तो you won't have any bank balance. उसमें दिमाग लड़ाने की क्या बात है? It's a fact. So too, becoming introverted and realizing the self is the atyashrami marga. Self is realized that way. And we are always extroverted. How can we realize self? That's the meaning of saying if somebody is not Atyashrami, it is impossible for him to realize self. ये है उसका अर्थ. और हमारे वास्ते रूल्स नहीं बदलते, हमें बदलना है. If not today, tomorrow. Now, quotation one. We have seen yesterday. Vairagyam pushkalam nasyat nishpalam brahma darshanam tasmad raksheta viratim budho yatnena sarvada. See the power of this sloka. See the intensity in that. Single pointedness in that. Unambiguousness in that. कहते हैं वैराग्यम पुष्कलम न स्यात्. इफ द वैराग्य इज नॉट इन अबुंडेंस, पुष्कल रूप से वैराग्य नहीं है तो निष्फलम ब्रह्म दर्शनम. हियर ब्रह्म दर्शनम मीन्स गुरु दर्शनम. ब्रह्म दर्शनम मीन्स फ्रॉम द गुरु मुख लिसनिंग टू उपनिषद्स. उपनिषद दर्शनम. ब्रह्म मीन्स उपनिषद. ब्रह्म दर्शनम निष्फलम मीन्स योर परस्यूट ऑफ ब्रह्म विद्या विल नॉट बी सक्सेसफुल. ब्रह्म फल का निष्फलता नहीं होता ब्रह्म दर्शन. यू हैव ब्रह्म दर्शन, यू आर मुक्त. But in having Brahma Darshana, there will be Nishpalata, failure. If Pushkala Vairagya is not there. Now feel that for 10 seconds. May I have sufficient, abundant, infinite Vairagya so that my Brahma Darshanam is successful. Vairagyam Pushkalam na syat Nishpalam Brahma Darshanam. Means the Brahma Darshana Marga will not give result. Why? Because you are seeking the world more than the Brahman, because of not having Vairagya is equal to having Raga Dvesh. अरे भाई बैठ के ध्यान में तत्व को ध्यान करो कहो तो पूरा वर्ल्ड ही हम सोच रहे हैं, तो फिर तत्व कहाँ से मिलेगा? Why are you searching about the world? Because we have Raga Dvesha Vasanas about the world. So we have to eliminate them with Vairagya. Then you sit for the meditation. In a second's time, the mind is tuned through any of the mantra to the reality. अब तो मन को घसीट के ले आना पड़ रहा है, वो तो जा ही रहा है इस जगत में, लोगों में, वस्तुओं में. ऐसा यू आर पुलिंग इट हाफ एन आवर. ओम नमः शिवाय एक टाइम कहने में ही हमारा ओम नमः शिवाय हो गया. Then you say it is so difficult to control the mind and do japa. Swamiji, I tell I leave it, I cannot do that, I will sleep. Better I indulge in the world, better I allow my world in its own outrageous projections continuously. ये करूंगा मेरे से नहीं हो सकता. That to that stage you brought. You brought your own son with pampering him so much that he's so much destroyed with himself that you yourself are frustrated now. अब मैं क्या करूं, मेरे बेटे को इतना राक्षस बना, मैं कहता मैं खुद ही उसको मार डालूं. हाँ, there are some children like that who want to be killed by the parents because of their behavior. होता है. We made our own mind like that. And you can't kill the mind, mind only kills us. So, Vairagyam Pushkalam Nasyat Nishpalam Brahma Darshanam. Then the second one, Tasmat, therefore, Raksheta Vairagyam. Therefore, protect the Vairagyam, Budho Yatnena. Tasmat Raksheta Viratim, Budho Yatnena Sarvada. A wise person, Buddha, Yatnena, with all efforts required, Sarvada, always, Raksheta, should protect the Vairagya. Don't allow the Vairagya to be get corrected by the Raga Dvesha of the things and beings and experiences of the world. Loving shloka, लिख लेना चाहिए कि नहीं? वैराग्यम पुष्कलम न स्यात् निष्फलम ब्रह्म दर्शनम तस्माद् रक्षेत विद्वान् तस्मात् रक्षेत विरतिम बुधो यत्नेन सर्वदा तस्माद् रक्षेत विरतिम बुधो यत्नेन सर्वदा. A wise person, by putting all effort, should protect his vairagya sthiti. One of the things for it is what? Once you are seeking Brahma Vidya, in that pursuit, my own Sharira, my own Jiva Bhava are obstructions. And I am trying to transcend them. When I am trying to transcend my own Deha and Jiva Bhava for realizing Brahman, how can I attach to the other Jiva Bhavas and Dehas? That's called Vairagya. मैं ही बोझ हूँ, obstruction हूँ. When you realize it, like when I know I as a Swami is an individuality, a jiva, a bondage for not realizing me, the Brahman. So I try to transcend this identity by all inner sadhanas to realize my oneness. Such me, how can I have identity or attachment to anything in the world? Anybody. That's called Maya. Maya Mora Toratai Maya. That is how the Raksheta Viratim. Tasmad Raksheta Viritim Buddho Yatnena Sarvada. Tasmad Raksheta Viratim Buddho Yatnena Sarvada. Say it three times. Tasmad Raksheta Viratim Buddho Yatnena Sarvada. Tasmad Raksheta Viratim Buddho Yatnena Sarvada. Tasmad Raksheta Viratim Buddho Yatnena Sarvada. Equally powerful is the next mantra. Yada manasi vairagyam jayate sarva vastushu tadeva tadaiva sanyaset vidvan uh, anyatha patito bhavet. It has two pahalus to understand this mantra. We'll see little bit. Smrutyantarecha and another Upanishad, another Smruti. Yada, when manasi, in the mind, vairagyam jayate. At any moment, the vairagya happens in the mind, sarva vastushu, towards all the things, beings, etc. Tadaeva, in that very, very sacred moment, tadaeva, sanyaset vidvanu, immediately take sannyasa and go in that path of vairagya, nivritti and moksha. Anyatha, if that sacred moment of inner vairagya is not encashed for taking vairagya, taking sannyasa and going on the path realization, anyatha, patito bhavet means that sacred moment will go away. Again, the worldliness will come. And how many lives it will occupy you, we don't. This is one meaning. Another meaning is what? You take up sannyasa only when there is vairagya. Otherwise, you take up sannyasa, but you will become patita. What is patitata of a sannyasi? Not able to focus on Paramatma Tattva. No, in this, there is a problem is what? The second one. Then till the vairagya comes, I can't take sannyasa. And the vairagya will never come, sannyasa you can never take. That's a problem in Kali Yuga. Therefore, in Kali Yuga, the great saints like our Gurudev's Diksha Guru, Shivananji Maharaj, anybody used to come to him, youngster, पहले sannyas dete ho. Because if you wait for the mind to get vairagya and go for sannyasa, pata nahi ho pata hai kitna hai. Already you have taken sannyasa, then you are reminded. Then you try to train your mind. That's called Vidvat Sannyasa, sorry, Vividisha Sannyasa. Vividisha Sannyasa means he took up sannyasa without full qualification, both of Viveka Vairagya as well as the Brahma Jignasa. But the taken up sannyasa reminds him his duty, isn't it? Then slowly, yes, I am becoming sannyasi now. So now I have to slowly withdraw from the world and I should pursue Paramatma. That thought comes to him, even though he is not qualified. Now imagine if that sannyas is not taken and you say, मेरे को वैरागी नहीं इससे संन्यास नहीं लूंगा, that reminder will never come to you, the grahastha. You are 100 साल भी होगे, 150 साल भी होगे, you will justify only being samsara. That's the advantage of taking sannyasa, even not qualified. Advantage. But there is 100% probability of falling also. Because you are not qualified, vairagi nahi. See all the things you have to understand. वैराग्य है तो ही संन्यास लेना चाहिए, नहीं तो पतित बनेगा. अब कब वैराग्य मिलेगा पता नहीं. Therefore, what to do? Take sannyasa. But when you take sannyasa, again you have to be alert. You should not allow yourself to fall. You should know why that is taken. देख लो भाई, समझो फिर. Then don't generalize it. Take your own self into confidence by yourself and see what to do. You know an interesting thing. Suddenly by these sentences or talk, realizing it, you just leave the house, take sannyasa in some ashram and stay, and send a letter to your wife or husband or children, where are you? कि मैं ले लिया हूँ, मैं इधर हूँ. एक हफ्ते के लिए वो लोग इतने दुखी होंगे, उसके बाद धीरे धीरे आदत हो जाएगा. फिर अब 6 महीने के बाद वापस आओगे तो दे फील बैड. अच्छे खासे हम संन्यास लेके गए थे, हम इतने खुशी से थे, अब क्यों वापस आ गए? चलो आप गृहस्थी संभालो, हम संन्यास लेंगे। Because nobody is worried about us permanently. That notion we have, which is stopping us to take up spiritual sadhana fully. Taking spiritual sadhana fully is called as sannyas. He is called Atyashrami. He is a qualified one. That's what we are discussing in this shloka. Atyashramibhyaha paramam pavitram prabhat. The wisdom of Shwethashwathara Rishi is not disturbing brahmacharya grahasthas. Is only targeting the अत्याश्रम स्थिति वानप्रस्थ स्थिति people. भाई तुम लोग जिंदगी देख चुके हो ना, अब आ जाओ, सत्संग करते हैं तत्व जानते. And to those people also, yes, some of them it will click. Yes, we have gone through. Why not try this? Many of them say, no, no, we are not fully sufficiently satisfied. Still, we have to have so many bhoga to happen to enjoy. So come to us after 10,000 lives. It's okay. What is our position individual? So this sloka also, like the earlier one, powerful one. Tasmad yatnena rakshitavyaha buddhaha vairagyam. है ना? तस्माद रक्षेत विरतिम बुधो यत्नेन सर्वदा. Equally powerful is this mantra. यदा मनसि वैराग्यम जायते सर्ववस्तुषु तदा एव संन्यसेत विद्वान न अन्यथा. विद्वान विद्वान अन्यथा पतितो भवेत्. बोथ वेज. सही टाइम पे संन्यास नहीं लिया तो भी पतित हो जाएंगे. संन्यास लेकर जो करना है नहीं किया तब भी पतित हो जाए. पतित मीन्स फॉलन. Okay, of course, at a higher level in spirituality, there is no falling. There is only learning, learning. If the learning is done through fall, then the fall will happen. And most of the beings, 90-95%, through fall only they will learn. Only 5% are the genius who use their intellect and without falling they learn. Spiritual person never falls. याद रखो. He delays his progress. He gets distracted for some time. Otherwise, he will not fall. है ना? वो अंदर जो है ना पॉजिटिव कीड़ा कि मुझे आध्यात्मिकता करनी है, मैं आध्यात्मिक हूँ, that will again and again lift him up. Like sometimes you may be feeling कि today let me bunk the class, I will not go. But inside that positive कीड़ा is there, नहीं 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 आज क्यों नहीं जाना है? Something pushes you and you come and sleep in the class. Isn't it something that protects us? And in this life, our journey of many, many lives, carrying the loads of ignorances, delusions, fallings are inevitable. But rise again with every fall and jump with double the strength. That's how we have to understand. So these two slokas, 2 minutes, if something we discuss, then we enter into the next line. Atyashramibhya paramam pavitram. Provacha, Samyak Provacha, Rishi Sanghajishtam. Such beautiful words are there for us to study without missing. Om 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 Purnamadaha Shruti Matre Namaha Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. पढ़ना है तो गीता आइए.